All right, welcome to the show. It's me, Hugh, and Miranda's here today.
Hello, hello.
On a Wednesday here on Liquid Lunch, ThatChannel.com, and we are really happy right now, actually, because we got Rosie Cornacchia's back, and she brought Social Strife.
Awesome.
Back to the building.
Brilliant.
We got Sean and Anthony from the band, and great to see you guys again.
Thanks, Hugh. Good to see you again, Amanda.
Definitely.
So, we're going to get a live performance a little bit later, and looking forward to hearing you guys. But what's new since, it's been a couple of years since we had
yeah, it's been, what, 2 years, right?
2 years, almost 2 years since we've been on.
Yeah, well, in that time, we've recorded the first CD with Friends Like These.
I thought you had a CD the last time.
Well, we had an EP the last time.
Okay.
It was almost a CD.
Because it had the same kind of color scheme, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was black and red.
Black and red, which is our favorite.
That's it.
Colors here.
Although
Although
we took it from you guys.
You know, you're going to get accused of being into Satanism.
Get out of here.
Colors.
Again?
Well, my name is Lucifer.
I'm afraid so.
Is
there a problem?
Well,
depending on your following.
Well, they do call me Lucifer.
Yeah, maybe I'm Shonifer, so we'll...
I call him Shonifer.
We'll start our own church.
Wait, I thought he was Unicron.
He is, but
I have many names.
He's
Depends on who's chasing me that night.
Unicron for everybody else, but I call him Shonifer.
So, well, that's great that you got a full CD out, and we're looking forward to hear that. And, of course, everybody out there, if they like what they hear today, can go and purchase it.
You can pick it up everywhere. iTunes, www.socialstriferock.com.
You can go to your website.
You can go to the website,
there, and that's Bullseye Records Canada, right?
No.
.ca?
The Bullseye Canada is actually a song from the CD is being featured on a compilation that they're releasing they're having a CD release this Saturday at the Tennessee.
For Unsigned, Sealed, and Delivered.
For Unsigned...
Unsigned, Sealed, and Delivered.
Thank you. Unsigned, Sealed, and Delivered. And Bullseye Canada is also celebrating its 30th anniversary. That
big party.
Yeah. So, and this particular...
Bullseye, Jamie Vernon in particular, is also celebrating that they just picked up Universal Records distribution. So we're very, very happy and honored to be a part of that.
Now, what does that mean? Does that mean they get
That means universal distribution, baby.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Physical distribution.
So the physical distribution of the CD is going to be international. So to have a song featured on that is a big... it's a big deal for Bullseye and all the other artists that are on the CD, but it's a big coup for us. So we're really excited.
So the CD release show, for the most part, that is basically going to be a huge event here in Toronto?
That's right.
Yes.
That you're
at the Tennessee on Bathurst Street, I believe it is.
Nice.
Queen what?
No, I thought it was Queen Street.
Is it Queens? Is it Queen?
Queen West.
Yeah.
All right.
You know,
Way down.
It's
Parkdale.
downtown.
It's Parkdale.
Yeah.
Just look for the madness.
Yeah.
And that's where the party will be on this Saturday.
Are you guys going to be performing?
Yes.
Like, as part of this overall Bullseye thing, like how many songs do you get to do?
We're going to do a full set.
With the full band?
With the full band.
Full band, yeah.
With the full band.
So they'll get to come. They'll get to come. They'll be able to grab this CD. They'll be able to grab the Bullseye Records CD, and they'll be able to come watch the boys play and probably even get their picture taken because I'll have a camera there.
There you go.
So it will be like full excitement.
And we don't
Full
charge for
Strife
meet and greets,
experience.
by the way.
Yeah, we don't charge for autographs.
Have a signature placed.
You can place it anywhere. We can do it right now if you like. I brought Sharpies.
You know, they're permanent.
They are. Well, actually, after a while, they go pink, which is cool.
Yeah.
Well, it just washes off a bit, but at least, the next day.
But it
Well,
goes
we
from
could
black to
tattoo
pink.
it on.
You could tattoo it. You have it tattooed after.
It could be worth money, someday, as far as that goes, going into the U.S.
Now, let's just talk about, it's great you got the recording done and you got the CD out, but I mean, what else have you guys been up to? Have you been touring?
Well, we're actually right now back in the studio recording the second CD. We've got a new video coming out for Denied. I believe next week at some point it'll be coming out.
It's in coordination with the CD release. So once we've officially been released on the CD, we will officially release the video to go with it.
We've got a U.S. tour in the works right now. We're just working out the logistics of that.
That's pretty.
So it's just going to be a pretty busy year for Social Strife.
Stories about NASCAR.
Have you played that?
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to play NASCAR.
Sweet!
And where's that going to be?
NASCAR is in Dallas,
Houston.
Texas, Houston. In Houston.
Y'all gonna have a good time there.
We all gonna have a great time.
Like that's like at the track with like thousands and
That's
thousands
With
of people.
150,000 people that go to NASCAR, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's gonna
So I'm
be
going to have to
great.
get a cowboy hat.
And they're gradually getting picked up in different radio outlets largely through the U.S.
Yeah, we seem to do quite well in the States.
Now, how do you describe your music? Because we're going to hear a bit of an acoustic thing today, but
Social angst. That's what we are. We're social angst. We don't really write about things that other bands write about. We don't write about girls and cars and stuff. We write about what's going on in the world and sometimes relationships. But we kind of take the bitter end of the relationship and kind of put a little bit of a positive spin on it.
But it's so truthful. I just heard, your CD a little bit, and the music that you're playing, it appeals to a broad audience as far as I'm even concerned.
Well, thank you.
With regards to that. So, I mean, the lyrics are amazing, and, genius as far as that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And the thing is, life isn't always the sweet end of the lollipop, and that's true for everybody. And Sean tackles subjects and subject matter that isn't always nice, but it's still very beautifully written and very beautifully presented.
Some people can relate. So many people can relate to that, and that's why there's a bond there. And guitar, we're going with that one. I'm like, oh my goodness, beautiful. That's all.
Right? Could you die?
Oh no,
Could you die?
Yeah. He's got a signed contract. He's gonna get pulled away.
Nah, I sold my soul to get in there.
He sold his soul for Strife.
So Shauna, you're writing all the lyrics?
I write all the lyrics. That's right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now, what do you, when you bring that, that's a big responsibility to kind of carry. First of all, it's a lot of work, but also it's an art form, but also you're kind of carrying a message. And I'm just curious, the band's called Social Strife, but what are you trying to achieve with the lyrics?
Trying to get people to think. If we can get one person to think about something a little bit differently than they did the day before, that's all I really care about. Sometimes we try to do it through the music. Sometimes we do it through posts. Sometimes we do it through stage banter. But generally the lyrics are the general driving force of whatever the message is. And the message is to be yourself. Don't take no shit from anybody. Be yourself, just better.
Now, has that evolved for you over from maybe what you were doing 10, 15 years ago musically?
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Like, what happened?
The whole thing with Social Strife was I was really frustrated with other bands. I was frustrated with singing what other people wanted me to sing. I was tired of not being able to be completely creative and take the music to the next level. Plus, I came from a very heavy metal background, so I wanted to make that jump over. What I was trying to do doesn't really translate as well. I didn't want to just be a screamer. So to be able to talk about the things that I wanted to talk about, write the music that I wanted to do, I had to separate myself from previous bands that I was with and start the band from scratch and just go from there.
But your emotion shows. It rings true, and it is heartfelt as far as when you hear it, you know that I get a little bit of a, pit in my stomach because it's beautiful. It's,
Well,
honestly,
it's the angst.
it is.
I think
and
to me, angst is what kind of drives me to other people's music as well. Stuff that they're talking about. I don't want to hear about, your car. I don't want to hear about your girlfriend. And I just don't want to hear what you ate today.
Yeah.
You give me something to, something challenging.
Yeah.
I think we got the booty songs covered, too. We got all the booty songs covered.
What does that mean? You already got some booty songs?
No. Someone else has covered
Someone's already done that.
Somebody's already doing that.
Yeah.
The booty songs have been written and they've been covered. We need to cover the stuff that...
Oh, your genre is completely different. It's out there. It makes you think. And honestly, it will spread because, I'm interested in hearing
I think one
more.
of the things that I like the most is the way that people interpret the songs. I have people come up to me, girls after the shows, and they go, "Oh, MDMA, it's such a beautiful song about a woman." I'm telling you straight to your face, I'm not a hero.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But the way that it's interpreted is...
But it's honest.
And I really like that. I like hearing other people's interpretation of the music.
And it's the same with Wish I Could Be Them, because I'm listening to it and I'm hearing...
Yeah, it's not a love song.
It's not a love song.
It's not a love song.
But it's like you hear people say, "Oh, that's so beautiful, so romantic." And did you hear? Did you hear what I heard? But I guess that's the beauty
They
part.
heard the love and the devotion and the.
And that's it right there. It's an interpretation. It's what you take away from it. If it made you feel good, if it empowered you, if it made you think of something a little bit different, I can go home to bed.
You've got a great reach as far as that goes.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
So where do you think, I mean, you've obviously evolved from what you were doing earlier. Do you have any idea where you might evolve lyrically from this point?
Oh, well,
just continue. We're on the road we are now.
We're on the right path.
I'm sure Rosie has something to say about that.
Right? No, because I'm on the inside and I get to hear the songs before everyone else does. And, you know, they're jamming out this song. And literally, it's like I'm like this.
What's he going to say next?
Like, oh my God, that's the hit single. That's the cha-ching. Yes! That's the hit single. And I was dying.
Oh, that's frustrations, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, again, it's that universal theme. And it's not about the sweet end of the lollipop of life, but it's so true, and it's entirely a hook from start to finish in the song. It is so catchy. You can sing along, and like literally, I had the vision.
You can play it in strip clubs.
That would be.
You know, you have that sing along vision.
Who's booking the band? What's just happening?
Right. Who's in charge of that these days?
Rosie, get working on
That's
that.
That's it.
Yeah, and I was really excited.
Which one can we play in the strip club?
Yeah, which one is that you're talking about?
Oh, that's a new song. It's not on this. It's on the new CD.
It's
going to be on the new
out.
CD.
That's what I mean. I got the inside.
Wait for
I got
more.
the inside scoop.
All right. And is there anybody that you wanted to thank who's, you know, kind of been involved with, you know, making you a part of being here today?
Well, I mean, the most important people to thank would be Bell and Bliss. They've been invaluable to us, Rosie and Jennifer. I mean, before Bell and Bliss, I was pretty much a hot mess. You know, I mean, they've kind of reamed me in a little bit without reaming me in, and just kind of allowed me to be me more.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We were connected through another company previous, and I left that other company previous and started Bell and Bliss with my partner Dan, and Strife came with us from the other company, and
We left a record label for her.
but
It was worth it. Oh my goodness, look where you are now.
What do
Yeah.
record labels do anyways? Nothing.
That's a good
so
point. But it's true.
The thing is there are so many strengths to play upon when you have a writer like Sean and a performer like Sean and someone who is committed to his message like Sean. That what was the purpose of trying to stifle that to make him popular with, you know, everyone? Because we want to get the little old ladies buying Strife. It's not going to happen anyway. And I said,
They're not going to buy it?
They're not
but
going to
when
buy it anyway.
Their children do. They're going to like it.
Yeah, there are
They
people
won't-
who are going to be offended by what they're offended by, and trying to downplay whatever you really are to not offend people who are going to be offended by you anyway is silly.
Those are the
It's a-
people that are
it's a-
trying to be someone they're not.
It's a silly idea. The thing is you want to be true to your message, be true to who you are, and channel that as a strength and grab the people who care about what you're saying, and maybe grab a few other people on the way who maybe didn't know that they cared about it. But the people who don't care about it anyway and wouldn't care about it because it's black and red and
They'll
has a
never
skull,
understand it.
you're never going to reach them anyway, and they're never going to care.
Yeah.
They're never going to listen to MDMA, and they're never going to listen to a song like Denied and get it.
Until they hear it on the radio, and then they're going to be
Until
like,
all their
"Where
friends
is
buy it, it's
that?"
like, oh my God.
Well, and I got to say, too, having a writing partner like AC really helps. It's extremely creative, and it's nice. It's nice to be able to have somebody that you can bounce these musical ideas off of. Not just lyrics, but the actual music in itself.
Well,
you know.
the music that is created is, you are so in tune with each other. It's amazing. And I mean, as far as, you know, that goes,
Well, it's a combined
difficult.
effort.
Yeah.
You know, again, I write the lyrics, but we create the music together.
Yeah.
So it is a combined effort, and it's really nice that way. I mean,
yeah.
generally in situations, it's been me creating pretty much everything. So having a fantastic writing partner is everything.
well,
I mean,
you're
it
so
really, truly
in
is.
unison. It's amazing. I mean, on that one, it's brilliant as far as, very impressive.
Yeah.
It's just easy with Sean.
It actually, it is.
We can sit down, and after 5 minutes, we're halfway through a tune.
Yeah, and then we're starting to track it. Yeah. I mean, it really comes that easy for us for some reason. Songwriting we sit down 45 minutes, we start writing something, I'll have an idea, throw it at him, and then we're ready to start tracking.
And you got the lyrics done in 45 minutes?
Well, usually I'll have something wrote beforehand.
And you just bring it in and say...
That's right.
Try to come up with the music for
Well, no, we'll sit down and I'll try to give him as best as I can.
I'll just start
noodling. The guitars go like this. Yeah. No. Figure that out.
There's times I'll just start noodling, so I'm just kind of bored. And Stop. And he grabs the iPod. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
We're going to lose it.
And he'll
right?
come back the next week and he's okay, I've got something. Like, what did I do?
And it's great having that creative, that whole creative outlet, that whole response to each other is fantastic.
You got to have that chemistry. I mean, sometimes I think that's the most important ingredient. Well, you got to have all the bases covered musically, but then you got to have chemistry so that you can get along together and kind of gel and come up with that synergy together, right?
They do. They have a beautiful musical romance.
You see some
watching them work is amazing.
Is it?
It is amazing. I had backstage passes to this one too, and watching this one unfold versus watching what's unfolding with Anthony is night and day. It's like getting to where he needed it to be for this was painful to watch because he needed it to be a certain way in order for it to sound good and sound right. And with Anthony, it just happens. And
Wait a second. Is
like
Anthony
magic.
on this one?
Anthony's not on this one. He's on the new one.
Anthony's new.
Anthony is...
And you guys, so this is like a really whole new chapter in Social Strife. It's just beginning right now, right?
It's a beautiful start.
Yeah, we're leaping from this into, like, literally when I'm listening to them, and it's like, oh, yeah.
So how did you guys, like, meet up? Because this is like...
Anthony was recommended to me by the producer of the record, Doug McConnell, of the Dirty Dicks and 1,000 different musical projects. I was very, very fortunate to have him come on. When I had originally asked him to come on, I thought he was going to tell me to go F myself. Thankfully, he didn't. And through there, Doug kept telling me about Anthony. Anthony, go check him out. And I'm like, nah, right? And then finally I did, and he's there now.
I just want to ask now, Rosie, what you were saying in terms of, you kind of came working with Sean and got this hot mess under control a little bit.
Well,
but also...
we have our own chemistry. And the thing is, and it's the honest to God truth.
Well, you said you're the 5th Social Strife,
she's
right?
Definitely the 5th member.
Yeah.
I'm the 5th member of Strife, and I'm the Strife wife. That's what I said to him. We're bracelet buddies.
That's good.
He's got a life wife and a Strife wife. I'm the Strife wife. And the Strife mom.
But you need that support.
And the Strife
You definitely do.
Well, you
it's
need
like
that
family.
whole other end of it. There's the musical end, and then there's the how do you get yourself out there end, the marketing end, or whatever you want to call it. And what you're saying kind of tells me about, like, what is the role of a record company, or where, how do you find the team? In a sense, a record company is just part of your team, right?
Yeah.
But how do you put the right team together these days? Because the industry's totally changed.
Yeah.
How do you feel your way through, and how do you figure out how to...
I think that's kind of changed a lot, at least for the Strife family, and that's what we call ourselves. We're the Strife family. People have gravitated to the band that care about the band, and I mean, we've had a lot of people, business people involved in the band that didn't really truly care about the band. I mean, they had whatever their motives were, and
it didn't fit.
It didn't, So now we've got a fantastic team, and again, it's family. It's not something that we could have tried to find. It just happened. So I'm very, very thankful for that.
Well, listen, we would love to maybe sometime get the whole band over here and do one of these.
Definitely.
Like that thing we were
shout
talking
out
about.
to Mike and Jaycon that couldn't be here today.
Brilliant.
Okay. Well, let's. We would love to see them in here sometime and get the whole band performing. Maybe have some kind of an event or something. And Rosie, I'm hoping we can work with you to maybe put some stuff like that together.
I think Jen and I would love to have like music in the studio and going out on this. I mean, what happened to music television?
Exactly.
Yes. That's where we're
what
falling
did happen
down.
to it?
Yeah, where did it go?
Nobody wants to watch.
There's this big empty hole.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's something I would watch. I miss stuff like MTV.
Yes.
I mean, I really do.
The Unplugged and the Storytellers. Like those were interesting shows.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And now there's this great big gaping hole.
Exactly.
I'd love to fill.
Yeah.
Brilliant. We're going to fill the holes.
So we'll work on that. So, guys, again,
that's what Strife does best.
we're gonna go out with you guys performing a song or two. But again, before we do, let's give out the website. And let's tell people
www.socialstriferock. April 16th down at the Tennessee, we're doing the Bullseye CD release. We've got a new CD in the works right now. We're actually in the studio next weekend. I think it's next weekend.
Yeah,
we start tracking.
28th? 29th?
And the featured song is Denied.
No, that's actually on this. The featured song is on the Bullseye compilation.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a physical copy, but when we get one, we'll bring you one.
Thank you. I'll get it autographed somewhere else.
And keep your eyes open for the new video for Denied.
We will, and we'd love to see you guys back here.
Fantastic.
Sometime soon.
Thank you for having us.
So thanks, guys.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
So here they are. They're going to go over there, perform live, and then we are going to continue here on liquidlunch.thatchannel.com in a couple minutes.
This is MDMA.
As she's walking away, I see the hole in my life. I get this woman now, I'm gonna make her my wife. When as I turn around, she says she feels my way. I'll only let her down, a little MDMA. She wants a hero now, she's gonna drive me away. Well, I'm not a hero, no, a little MDMA. She wants a hero now, it doesn't feel right, no. I'm not a hero now, it doesn't feel right. That's because I'm still a child, a little MDMA. She needs to settle down, she says she don't feel right. That's one of the better tricks she pulls before we fight. And I can hear your friends, they say I've lost my way. I'll only let her down, a little MDMA. She wants a hero now, it doesn't feel our way. She wants a hero now, a little MDMA. I'm not a hero now, it doesn't feel right, no. I'm not a hero now, it doesn't feel right. That's because I'm still a child, a little MDMA. Settle down, she says I don't look right. If you just shut your mouth, I'd maybe make you my wife. She wants a hero now, she's gonna drive me away. I'm not a hero, no, a little MDMA. She wants a hero now, it doesn't feel right, no. I'm not a hero now, it doesn't feel right. That's because I'm still a child, a little MDMA. This is called Aliens and Freaks. As I fall through the stratosphere, I see the stars, they laugh at me. Can't clear my head with the heat coming on, in a world I can't conceive. Another trick twisted through the sun, when I still don't get what you need. Our signals crossed, I'll tell you what you've lost. Through pride, no empathy. 'Cause you're an alien and I'm a freak. When the atmosphere's so bittersweet, I'll always need your love. I'm strangely fine as time goes by. I build this life, I stand, I breathe. From time to time, stars you cross my mind as I orbit a memory. I'm free. I'm free. 'Cause you're an alien and I'm a freak. When the atmosphere's so bittersweet, I'll always need your love. So the storm goodbye. 'Cause you're an alien and I'm a freak. You paint a picture not so bittersweet. I'll always need your love, like a solar storm goodbye. Cause you're an alien and I'm a freak.
Mr. Anthony C.